Hello my dear students. In the last lecture we have discussed about different types of the graphs in graph theory like undirected graph, directed graph, null graph, trivial graph, simple graph, connected graph, planar graph, regular graph. Like this we have discussed different types of the graphs what are involved in the graph theory. Now coming to in this lecture we are going to discuss about another important topic in graph theory is paths and circuits. What do you mean by a path? What is a circuit? And what is the definition of the Euler path, Euler circuit? And then we'll discuss about what is Hamiltonian path and Hamiltonian circuit. Especially coming to this lecture, we'll discuss the various definitions like what is a walk, what is a trail, what is a path, what is a cycle, and finally what do you mean by a circuit. With this we'll do some examples and then we'll go for the special paths like Euler path and Hamiltonian path. Coming to this, so these are the topics which we are going to discuss in this particular lecture. Now coming to the definition of a walk, what is a walk? The first definition is what is a walk. So the definition of the walk is that a walk is a sequence of vertices and edges of a graph. If we traverse a graph, then we get a walk. So this is the basic meaning of a graph. So what do you mean by that? The meaning of that is that here this is the given graph here, whatever this is the given graph. This is an undirected graph because it does not consist of any directions. In this undirected graph, if you observe that the edges which are taken like this 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, again suppose 3 to 1, this is the one path. So if I am going to take like this 1 to 2, 2 to 4 and 4 to 3, 3 to 1, this is called a walk. That means you are going to traverse. It is not necessary to traverse each and every vertex of a graph. So whatever the vertices you are going to traverse here, that becomes the walk of a graph. So otherwise I can take like this 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 4, again come back to 3, 1 and then this is 2. So this is called the another walk. Like this we can define. Otherwise you can take 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 1, again like this. So these are all called what? Walks. But that means what? We are traversing the vertices along the edges of the given graph. It is not necessary to traverse all the vertices here. So otherwise you can take like this 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 3 and 3 to 1. This is the another walk of the graph. Like this we can define the walk of a graph. So walk can be what? Either it is open or closed. We say that walk can be classified into two types. One is called the open walk, another one is called closed walk. So what do you mean by a open walk? So again let us try to define what is open walk. So it is given that how many number of vertices are given in this graph? Totally 5 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices are given. This is the another vertex. Just go, this is the another vertex, 5th vertex which is given here. So like this. Now in this 5 vertex, when the walk is said to be open. So walk is said to be open if the starting vertex and the end vertex are not same. Means that suppose if I am going to take like this 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5. Again you can come back to 3 here. So what happened? Suppose if you assume that means we are traversing the graph like this. First 1 to 2 to 3 and then 3 to 2 and then 2 to 4, 4 to 5. Sorry, 4 to 5, again come back into 5 to 3. So this is what? So in that case what happened? If you observe that the starting vertex is equal to 1 and the end vertex is equal to 3. Here the start vertex and end vertex are not equal. That means they are different. Therefore such a walk we can call it as a open walk. And one more important point in this particular definition, the number of vertices and the number of edges may be repeated any number of times. Vertices may be repeated, remember that, vertices may be repeated, second one is edges may be repeated. So that means you can take the same edge any number of times, or you can say use the same vertex any number of times through the traversing of a graph, then that is called a walk. This is the definition of the walk and open walk. Now coming to the case of closed walk. What is closed walk? Simply I am going, if you take 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 2 1, if you observe this particular walk, the starting vertex, that means 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 2 1. So this is simple walk. This simple walk is called what? A closed walk. Why? Because the start vertex and end vertex are same, therefore it is called a closed walk. So another one is, in walk we can repeat what? Anything. That means edges or vertices can be repeated any number of times. So now, so therefore this is the definition of a walk, and how we are categorizing the walk into two types, like open walk and closed walk. The another definition, now we are going, see here it is given one walk, and I have given already previously we discussed about different walks using the graph. So now coming to the definition of a trial. So once we have discussed about what is a walk, and now we are going to see, now we are going to define what is a trial. So how do we define that? It is a open walk. A trial is an open walk with no repeated edges. Means that what? Vertices may be repeated. Remember that vertices may be repeated here, but edges cannot be repeated. Edges not repeated. Edges not repeated. So in this graph, totally how many number of vertices are there? 1 2 3. This is the fourth vertex, and this is the fifth vertex, and this is the seventh vertex, and this is the ninth vertex. In this graph there are totally 9 vertices are there, and a trial, how we define it, is a open walk with no repeated edges. Means that what? Means that what? See, if you take the walk like this, 1 2 2 and 2 2 3, suppose I am going to take 1 2 2, 2 2 3, 3 2 4, 4 2 5, 5 to 7, and 7 to 8, for example 8 to 6. You will take like this. Now I have taken what? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, and 8 to 6. So these are the vertices which I have traversed. So in these vertices, while I am traversing these vertices, remember that no edge is repeated twice here. So all the edges are repeated what? Only once. So vertices may be repeated. So here the vertices also not repeated, but you can take vertices may be repeated. For example, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 6, you can take 3 to 6 like this, and then 6 to 8, and then what? You can take 8 to, again you can go back to 8 to 6 also, no problem. But the thing is that what? 6 to 8, 8 to 6, if you go back like that, what will happen? This particular edge will be repeated. So therefore it is not a what? Trial. In this case what will happen? It is a trial. So this is what? The difference between walk and trial is, in walk vertices and edges may be repeated, but coming to the case of trial, it is a open walk where the edges not repeated. So in the definition of a open walk, what happened? In that walk, vertices and edges may be repeated, but it is a, even though it is an open walk, here the edges may not be repeated, but only the vertices will be repeated. That is the difference between walk and trial. Here it is given one traverse of a graph through the vertices. Suppose 1 to 3, it is 3 to 8, 8 to 6, 6 to 3, 1 to C, 1 to 3, 3 to 8, 8 to 6, and then what? 6 to 3, 3 to 2. So like this. So this is what he have taken. If you observe that no edge is repeated in this particular walk, still it is a open walk, but here the no edges are repeated. So therefore it is called a trial. So coming to the definition of actually open walk. What is actually open walk? Open walk, the edges and vertices may be repeated, but if it is a open walk, trial first one is a open walk, and second one no edge is repeated. If these two conditions are satisfied, is repeated, then it is called a trial. That is the difference between walk and trial. Now coming to the next one, what is a path? So till now we discussed about what do you mean by a walk and what is a trial. Now let us define what do you mean by a path. So based on this, we are trying to define two important paths like Euler path and Hamiltonian path. Euler path is defined based on the edges and Hamiltonian path based on the vertices. We'll define shortly what are they after going to know the basic definitions of like what we are discussing here, like walk, trial, path, and then we are going to discuss about cycle and circuit. Now coming to the path, what is that? It is a trial. Remember that it is a trial. We just now we defined what is a trial, in which neither vertices nor edges are repeated. In which neither vertices nor edges are repeated. Means what? But coming to the, see, I am going to write here, I will give you a table finally, so that you can understand the difference between all these terms, what are they. So coming to the, in walk, vertices and edges may be repeated. In trial, vertices may be repeated but edges cannot be repeated. And coming to what? Path. So path is a what? Trial. It is a trial. Trial means what? According to the definition, vertices repeated but edges cannot be repeated. But it is a special case of a trial in such a way that where the vertices cannot be repeated and edges cannot be repeated, then it is called a path. According to the definition of trial, vertices may be repeated but edges cannot be repeated. What is the definition of a path? Path is a special case of what? A trial where neither vertices nor edges will not be repeated. So this is what the definition of a path. Now coming to the case of this particular graph, whatever I have taken here, see, totally it consists of 9 number of vertices. So if you want to know what is the path of this particular, so let us, walk can be taken anything. Suppose I can take 1 2 2 2 2 4 4 2 3 3 2 1 2 2, again you can go back to 3 3 2 what 8 8 to 6 and come back to 3, like this. Again you can go to 1. Suppose this is a walk. Here vertices are repeated. See how, what are the vertices? Here 2 is repeated how many number of times? Twice. 3 repeated how many number of times? Thrice. And 1 repeated here 2 times. So vertices are repeated. And edges, what is the edge? 3 to 1. And here it is, the edge is what? 3 to 1. So this is the edge. So edges are also repeated. So vertices repeated, edges repeated. So and the starting vertex and end vertex are same, therefore it is called a closed walk. And coming to the trial, what do you mean by trial? It is a open walk. What is open walk? The start vertex and end vertex of a walk could not be same. And not only that, edges cannot be repeated here while you are taking a trial. So how do we take the trial here? Suppose I can take 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8 and 8 to 3, 3 to what? 2, 2 to 4. Now if you observe that here, even though the number of vertices are repeated, 3 repeated twice, but no edge is repeated twice here, therefore it is called a trial. Now coming to the path, what will happen? Now you take 1, suppose you can start from 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 9, I'm going to take like this, 9 to 7, 7 to 5. Now again you can extend it to 5 to 4, like that also you can take. So 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 7 and 7 to 5. Like this we can take. So if you observe this particular walk or trial, this is a trial because why? No edge is repeated here. So now if you observe this particular trial, what happened here? Edges not repeated and also vertices not repeated. Therefore it is called a path. So these are the differences between walk, trial and what? Path. Now a path is also a trial, thus it is also a open walk. So we discussed, that is the point just now. Now this is the path which is given here. If you go through this particular path, no vertex is repeated and no edge is repeated. 6 to 8, 6 to 8, 8 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 4. So it is clearly mentioned like that. So no vertex is repeated here and no edge is repeated. Therefore it is called a path. Now coming to the next definition. What is the next definition here? It is a, what do you mean by a cycle? What is cycle? So we discussed already about cycle graph, but now we are discussing about here what is a cycle simply. It is defined as a closed trial. So it is a trial or a closed trial. Remember that. Where no other vertices are repeated apart from the start and end vertex. So the start and end vertex may be repeated. Why? Because it should have formed a cycle. Therefore the start and end vertex may be same, but in between the vertices, whatever you are going to traverse through the graph, those vertices must not be repeated. That is the definition of a what? Cycle. So here it is given clearly that a cycle of the given graph, what is there? See, B to C, C to Z, G to F, F to B. So this is, here the first vertex is B and the end vertex is also equal to B. In between the three vertices are there, they are not repeated. Like that you can take other different what? Cycles in the given graph, or A to C, B to D, D to F, F to G, G to E, E to C and come back to what? B. So like this you can also define B to D, D to F, F to Z and G to E, E to C and again C to B. So this is the another cycle. Here also what happened? B to what? This is F. So here also start vertex and end vertex are same, but in between the vertices what we have taken, sorry, B to D, this one, in between the vertices whatever we have taken, all these vertices are not repeated. So that is the case. If the start and end vertex are repeated and no other intermediate vertices are repeated, then it is called a what? A cycle. Now coming to the case of a circuit. What do you mean by a circuit? So it is a closed trial, that is a circuit has no repeated edges but may have repeated vertices. May have repeated vertices. What is the difference between a cycle and circuit? In the cycle, the start vertex and the end vertex may be repeated because it should form a cycle, therefore they both should be same. But coming to the circuit, what happened? Here also the start and end vertex may be the same, and coming to the cycle, the intermediate vertices which we are traversing other than the start vertex and the end vertex, they should not be repeated. But coming to the case of circuit, not only the start and end vertices, but what happened? The intermediate vertices whatever we are going to traverse through the graph, they may also repeated. So that is no repeated edges. Edges may not be repeated, but the vertices whatever we are traversing through the graph, those vertices may be repeated. That is the case of circuit. Now let us come to the case of this particular graph. If you observe that this is the given circuit. Here if you see, so this is the given circuit here. If you observe that 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to what? 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 3 and 1. Here 3 is repeated how many number of times? 2 times. Similarly, you can repeat 4 or 6 or 8, whatever the vertices you are going to take, you can repeat. So, vertices repeated, but no edge is repeated here. 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 3, 3 to 1. No edge is repeated here, but vertices are repeated. So, coming to the case of cycle, what? 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 6, 3 to 6, suppose, and I am going to take 6 to 8, again 8 to 3. Suppose if I can, okay, same you can take 1. What will happen here? This will not form a cycle. Why? Because it will not form a cycle, because 3 is repeated here. According to the definition of a cycle, only start vertex and end vertex must be same, but the intermediate vertices must not be repeated. That is the case. But coming to the case of a circuit, what will happen? Intermediate vertices may be repeated and start vertex and end vertex must be same, and no edge is repeated. This is called a circuit. So this is how we are going to define what? A circuit of a given graph. So you might get a confusion that what is the difference between these 4 terms which we discussed till now, or which we defined till now. So let us quickly recollect the things what we have defined, the 4 terms here, based on their vertices and edges, how we define a walk. Coming to the case of a walk here, come to the case of a walk. Let us come to the case of a walk. So here, so already we discussed in a walk, what happened? Vertices may be repeated and edges may be repeated. So here it is given repeated. This may be repeated and these are repeated. So I am putting a mark like this. This mark indicates that both are repeated. Coming to the trial, what we defined in trial, the vertices may be repeated but edges may not be repeated, like this. And path, what happened? Coming to the case of path, both may are not repeated, neither vertices nor edges are repeated. Coming to the case of a cycle, in cycle what happened? Vertices are not repeated except first vertex and the last vertex. The intermediate vertices are not repeated and edges are also not repeated. And the last one is the circuit. Coming just now we defined the intermediate or the vertices, whatever the vertices we have taken, all those vertices may be repeated but edges may not be repeated. So if you understand this particular table, then it is very easy to define what is a walk, what is a trial, what is a path, and then cycle, and then what? Circuit. If you clearly closely observe this, coming to the case of trial and what? Circuit. In the case of trial and circuit, vertices may be repeated, edges may not be repeated. And coming to the path and cycle, what will happen? So what happened here? Both edges and vertices will not be repeated. Coming to the path and cycle, both edges and vertices will not be repeated. Coming to the trial and circuit, vertices may be repeated but edges may not be repeated. But what is the another way to define? In trial, the start vertex and the end vertex may not be equal. But coming to the case of a circuit, the start vertex and what? The end vertex must be the same. So this is how we can define these 4 important terms in what? Graph theory. So you try to remember some important points based on the definitions what we have defined till now. The first important point here it is that every path is a trial. Every path is a trial. But every trial need not be a path. This is what is given. So just now we defined what is a trial. In trial what happened? Vertices may be repeated but edges may not be repeated. Here I am writing vertices, writing edges. I am writing edges. Now coming to the case of path, both may not be repeated. May not be repeated. So a path may be a path is a trial. Path is a trial. We defined already while we are defining. A path is a trial. But a trial cannot be what? A path. Why? Because a trial cannot be a path. here the vertices may be repeated, but in this case vertices may not be repeated. Because of that, a trial need not be a path, but path is a trial. This is what the first important point. And coming to the second one, every cycle is a circuit, but every circuit need not be a cycle. This is obviously true, because in a cycle the start vertex and the end vertex only repeated and the intermediate vertices are not repeated. But coming to the case of a circuit, the start vertex and end vertex are repeated. Not only that, the intermediate vertices also be repeated. So therefore cycle is a circuit, but circuit is not a cycle, because in a circuit the intermediate vertices are repeated. So in cycle intermediate vertices cannot be repeated. Because of that, circuit need not be a cycle. So till now, whatever the definitions we have taken, all these definitions will be defined for what? Undirected graphs. Whatever the graphs I have used till now for defining each and every term, all these graphs are undirected graphs. Then how do we define it for what? Directed graph. So there is no separate definition for each term in directed graph. What we are going to take here, how do we define all these terms for directed graphs are like this. For directed graphs, we put term directed in front of all the terms defined above. That means, what do you mean by a directed walk? What we define walk is, if you put in front of that walk directed, then it becomes a directed walk. Similarly, directed trial, directed path, directed cycle, and finally directed circuit. So this is how we can define all these terms for directed graph. For undirected graph, no need to specifically we can tell that whether it is an undirected walk, undirected path, undirected cycle, like that. Coming to the directed graph, we can specifically define directed walk, directed path, like this. That is what the meaning of this particular sentence. So I am going to give you one important chart based on all the definition. This is very you quickly remember what do you mean by a path, cycle, circuit, and what trial by using this. And I have given previously one table where I have shown that for each and every term what we have defined, which will be repeated and which will not be repeated with respect to vertices and what edges respectively. So that is, but coming to the case of this particular chart, that table will be represented in the form of a chart like this. So if you remember this particular chart, then you can define any term very easily. So what is this particular chart here? So walk in a graph. This is what we started with. What do you mean by a walk? So what is a walk? Walk is nothing but just simply traversing the graph along with the vertices and edges in between the vertices, where vertices may be repeated or edges may be repeated. Here, coming to the case of a walk, vertices and edges are repeated. Both are repeated. This is what we started with our lecture. What do you mean by a walk? Now coming to the case here, neither edge nor vertices repeated. When edges are not repeated and vertices are not repeated, what will happen? And coming to the case of here, if no edge repeat, vertices may be repeated. These are the two ways we can categorize the given walk in a graph theory, which we have already shown in the previous table. So trial and circuit, coming to the case of trial and circuit, what will happen? The vertices are repeated in the respective column, but the edges are not repeated in the respective column, but for trial and circuit. Coming to the path and cycle, vertices will not be repeated and edges will not be repeated in the respective column. That thing we are representing in the form of a chart like this for our convenience and for our understand purpose. So coming to the case of first case, coming to the here in this direction, coming into this direction, neither edge nor vertices are repeated. As we know that it is called a path. This is called a path. In path, the start vertex and end vertex may not be equal. So remember that. If both are equal, then it is called a cycle. So except the start and end vertex, If no vertices are repeated and no edges are repeated, then it is called a cycle. Here what happened? No vertices repeated, no edges repeated, which we discussed already. And coming to the case of here, edges may not be repeated but vertices may be repeated, then it is called a trial. So in those vertices repeated, if the start vertex and the end vertex are same, then it is called a circuit. So in between vertices may be repeated but the start vertex and end vertex are close, then this trial is called a what? Circuit. Otherwise it is simply called a trial. If the start vertex and end vertex are not same, then it is called a trial. So how do we define trial here? In a trial, edges are not repeated. Here edges are not repeated, vertices may be repeated. So when this trial is said to be a circuit, this trial is said to be a circuit if the start and end vertices are equal, even though intermediate vertices are also repeated. Therefore it is called a circuit. And we discussed about some important points in the last slide. Every path is a trial. This is what? Every path is a trial. But a trial need not be a path. Why? Because in path vertices may not be repeated. In trial vertices may be repeated. Therefore, coming to the case of a cycle, every cycle is a circuit. Every cycle is a circuit. So because here the start and end vertices only repeated, the intermediate vertices are not repeated. But here the start vertex and end vertex are repeated and also the intermediate vertices also repeated. Therefore this is called a circuit. Every cycle is a circuit, but a circuit need not be a cycle. With this figure, till now whatever we discussed, all the definitions will be come into the case of here. You can understand very easily by looking at this particular figure. Okay, so now these are the important definitions in what? Graph theory. Before we are going to discuss about two important topics like Hamiltonian graph and Euler graph. So Euler path, Euler circuit, Euler graph. Similarly, we are going to define what is Hamiltonian path, Hamiltonian circle and Hamiltonian graph. So before going to discuss those two important topics, let us try to, I am giving you one example how, like this is a graph which is given. You just go through the example. Decide which of the following sequence of vertices determine the walks. That is the first thing. For those that are walks, which are walks, decide whether it is a circuit, a path, a cycle or a trial. I have given few walks here. Let us go quickly one by one. What are they? The first walk here, it is given that A to B, B to G, G to F, F to C and C to B. So whether it is a trial, whether it is a circuit, whether it is a path or whether it is what? A simply walk. You need to tell about this by look at that figure. So here it is given that A to B. See, I am just drawing that A to B, this is. And what next? B to G. This is what is given, B to G. And next is it is given that G to F. G to F is given. And then F to C is given. Here it is F to C is given. And C to B is given. So here what happened? Vertices are repeated here. Remember that B is repeating. This vertex and is repeated twice. B is repeated twice. So vertices are repeated. The first one is you need to check whether vertices are repeated or not, edges are repeated or not. By that we can quickly say that whether it is a circuit, path, cycle or a trial. Now coming to the edges, whether the edges are repeated or not. See, A to B, I have drawn here the edges. No edge is repeated. Edge is not repeated. Edges are not repeated. Vertices are repeated and edge is repeated. So how do we tell whether this particular walk is a something? Vertices are repeated and edges are repeated. Vertices are repeated and edges are repeated for two cases. One case is nothing but trial. Another case is nothing but circuit. So this is just I am writing here vertex and edges. For walk both are repeated. For trial vertices repeated, edges not repeated. For path both not repeated. Okay, like this we can take. For cycle both not repeated, like this we can take. And similarly for the circuit, what happened? I am writing here circuit. For circuit vertices may be repeated but edges may not be repeated. Now in this case vertices are repeated, B is repeated twice and edges are not repeated. Then we can go to whether it is a trial or whether it is a circuit. How do we decide whether it is a trial or whether it is a circuit? To decide that, you need to check according to the definition of a circuit, the starting vertex and the end vertex must be same for a circuit. For trial, no need that. So here the start vertex is A and the end vertex is B. That means start and end vertices are not same. Means that it is not a circuit. Therefore, it is a trial. That's the first one is a trial. Like that you need to decide. So if you understand this table, if you quickly remember this particular table and the definitions of this, by using this table I can clearly say that this particular walk is a trial. It is not a circuit. Why? Because even though for vertices are repeated, edges are not repeated, the start and end vertices are not same, which is a condition for a circuit and which is not a condition for trial. Therefore, it is a trial. And let us come to the case of next one. B, G, F, C, B, G, A. What will happen here? So B to Z, you can take B to Z and G to F, and then what? F to C, C to B, and then B to Z, and then G to A. So what happened here? Vertices are repeated. You check it whether the vertices are repeated as B is repeated how many number of times? 2 times. G repeated 2 times. So vertices are repeated. This mark indicates repeated and into mark indicates they are not repeated. Now let us come to the case of edges, whether edges are repeated or not. See, B to G there is an edge, here also B to G there is an edge. If you observe that here B to Z, again B to Z. So edges are also repeated. If both are repeated, so from the given table quickly what the things will come into your mind? The first one is the path, another one is the cycle. Path and cycle. For these two not edges, no vertices are repeated. Coming to the only case for which both vertex and edges are repeated is, it is a walk. What is walk? Both are repeated. So both edges and vertices are repeated, only the one case, that case is a walk. Simply we can call it as a walk. So it is not a trial, it is not a path, it is not a circle. So therefore it is a walk. Now coming to the case of C, this is the definition. See, C to E, E to F, F to C. C to E, E to F, F to C, like this. Vertices are repeated here and the intermediate edges are not repeated. Vertices are repeated and vertices are repeated only for what? Start and end vertex, not for the intermediate vertices. Whether the edges are repeated or not, no edge is repeated. Vertices are repeated for start and end vertex. No other intermediate vertex is repeated. Therefore, it is called, when vertices are repeated and edges are repeated, so like this you can get the two cases. This is for a trial and for a circuit. So if both the start and end vertex are same, then we can call it as what? It is called a circuit. And the intermediate vertices are not repeated, except the start and end vertex, no other vertices are repeated. Instead of circuit we can go with a what? A cycle. It is also called a cycle. Now D, C, E, F, C, E. So now again you can, what is this? Vertices are repeated here. Vertices are repeated. Whether edges are repeated or not, you have to check. C to E, E to F, F to C, C to E. C to E is there, C to E is there. So this is also repeated. C to E, otherwise you can go through this C to E, E to F, what happened? F to C, and then C to E, again like this. C to E, E to F, sorry, C to E, E to F, and then F to C, and then C to E. Vertices are repeated, edges are repeated. Again it is a what? Walk. A to B, B to F, F to A. So this is what? Finally, A to B, B to F. There is no connection between B to F. There is no edge between B to F. Therefore it is not a walk. If it is not a walk, then no need to discuss about all other points. So this is how we can discuss all these definitions with a given graph. This is for a simple undirected graph. Now let us come to the case of a directed graph. How do we do this? So here it is given that some walks are given like this. The first question here it is, which of the above given sequences are directed walks? What is the definition of a directed walk? Same definition. Edges may be repeated and vertices may be repeated. You just traverse the graph within the given directions. In the previous case it may not be like that, but here you can go through like this, because in the previous case directions are not mentioned. Here in this case directions are mentioned. So the first one, x to v. So here it is given that x to v, this is the given direction, and v to y, you just go through v to y, and y to u, y to w, and w to what? V. So which of the above sequence are directed walks? Now let us check whether it is a walk or not first. X to v, v to y, and y to w, w to v. This is what is given like this. Like this it is given. So therefore clearly it is a walk. Irrespective of vertices repeated and edges repeated, it doesn't matter, it is a walk. Clearly it is a directed walk. Why we can call it as a directed walk? Because the edges are representing with what? Directions according to when you traverse these particular vertices. Therefore it is a directed walk. The first one is a directed walk. X to u, u to x, x to u, u to x. Simply this is from here to here, here to here, again come back to here, again like this. Again it is a directed walk. Edges and vertices are repeated. X to u, u to v, v to y, y to x. The next case, x to u, u to v, x to u, this is x to u, and u to v. So there is no edge which are connected what? The vertices u and v. Therefore it is not a directed walk, because there is no edge in between u and v. Therefore it is not a directed walk. X to v, v to y, v to y, y to w, w to again v to u it is given. So therefore there is no edge in between v to u. Therefore it is not a directed walk. So these two are the directed walks and these two are not the directed walks. That is what in the given sequence. Now coming to the next one. What is the next one? What are the lengths of directed walks? How do we find the length? The number of edges which we are traversing in between the given walk of vertices. Okay. Suppose if you take like this, this is a directed walk and this is a directed walk. Now we need to find the length. So what is the length? The number of edges we are going to traverse. X to u, x to v, v to y, and y to w, and then what? W to v. So this is. So total number of edges we have traversed in between these vertices are how many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices, 4 edges. Therefore the length is of this directed walk is 4. Similarly, x to u, u to x, again x to u, again u to x. So again here how many? It is repeated twice. So therefore you will get 4. And since these two are not the directed walks, no need to find the lengths. Only it is mentioned that find the length of directed walks. Now coming to which directed walks are also directed paths. What is the definition of the directed path? Directed path is nothing but there is no edge and no vertex should be repeated. So now coming to the case of directed walks, these two are the directed walks clearly. They are directed walks. DW means directed walks. Now let us check whether they are directed path or not. So in directed, according to the definition of a path, no vertex is repeated and no edge is repeated. So here you repeated how many number of times? Twice. Therefore it is not a path. Since the vertices are repeated and therefore it is not a path. And coming to the next one, x repeated 3 times and u repeated 2 times, therefore it is not a path. Even though both are directed walks, but they are not directed paths, since in both the cases the vertices are repeated. And final one is, which directed walks are also directed cycles. So cycles, what do you mean by a cycle? Start vertex and end vertex must be same and the intermediate vertices must not be same, or they are not repeated. So these are the directed walks. Just now we discussed about these two are the directed walks. Now let us check whether they are directed cycles or not. So directed cycles, so what here the start vertex is x, there is no end vertex of x. Clearly it is not a directed cycle. Similarly here start vertex and end vertex are same, but what happened in intermediate, if you go through the intermediate vertices, this u is repeated twice. U repeated twice, therefore it is also not a directed cycle, but we can say that it is a directed circuit. It is not a directed cycle. Why? Because in directed circuit intermediate vertices may be repeated, but it is not a directed cycle. So this is how we can define walk. So we'll discuss quickly what is Euler path and circuits. The next important terms, as I told you, we need to discuss about what is a Euler path and Euler circuit, Hamiltonian path and then Hamiltonian circuit. In the next class we are going to discuss all these, what is Euler path and Euler circuit. In this lecture we have defined some important terms before we are going to discuss about two important graphs like Euler and Hamiltonian graphs. So what are the terms we discussed in this lecture? The first one is a walk, second one is a trial, path, cycle and circuit. So how do you know that which one is a path, which one is a cycle, which one is a circuit? As I told you, I have mentioned one table, or otherwise you just remember the chart what we have discussed there. If you remember any one of these, you can say that whether any walk will be given to you, whether it is a path, whether it is a cycle, whether it is a circle. So you try to remember the table what is given. For a walk both may be repeated. For a trial vertices may be repeated, edges may not be repeated. For a path both may not be repeated, both are not repeated. For coming to the cycle also both are not repeated, but coming to the cycle only the start and end vertices are repeated, no intermediate vertices are repeated. And coming to the circuit, vertices repeated but edges not repeated. In circuit the intermediate vertices may also be repeated. If you remember that particular table, you can tell that any given walk is which type of walk it is. So with this I am going to conclude this lecture. In the next lecture we are trying to discuss about the two important graphs, Euler graph and Hamiltonian graph. Thank you very much.